Okay. Okay. Alright, it's Peter here. We're back with, this is just a short one. It's semi-advanced. But it's not too hard, I don't think. But only you know if you like it or not. So, yeah, basically, obviously, you've got, Convertri, and you can, jump between pages and all that sort of thing, and hyperlink and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it'd be nice if we could use, a button to pop out a page, in addition to, what we've got, handy. So let's do that now. Basically, what we want to do is we want to bring in. The first thing we've got two types of this. We've got a text version and we've got an image version. So we're going to do the text version first. So we're just bringing in an HTML object, and then you just go and get the code snippet that I've done for you, and you literally just copy, and then we're going to paste into this. So we select the HTML object. Let's make that a little bit more the size we need it, and we just click on the edit HTML button. This is the HTML area. You just paste it in, and basically you're done. But obviously you need to change the URL to where you want it to go. Okay, so it's actually, this one there. Okay, so this could be another page you've done in Convertri or anywhere else. So I'm just going to go to what I made earlier, that famous quote from childhood TV, and literally just paste that into there. So just replace it there. Now just bear in mind it's a full URL, so it needs to have the HTTP :/ thing in it, and obviously the little quote marks here are important, so leave them in there. Now you can change the page name if you want. There does have to be a page name there, otherwise Internet Explorer complains. That little hash symbol stays as it is. That's just a little placeholder to tell it that it's a link, but the link it's actually going to go to is this. It's going to open up a new window, so let's just save that. So I'm just going to center that by eye. Okay, and let's just preview that. So just save that, and we'll publish it, and we'll preview it, and you can see that what happens is that when we click on this, see this stays here, but this pops up in a new window. See, over the top, not even a new tab, but a nice new window where people can keep your original one there. So it's great for sort of light boxes and things like that. And obviously this won't affect your page load speed on this page, because it's not on it. It's only the button that links to this. So if you've got any heavy large stuff, large images or something to put on your page, then you can just use this little thing to pop this little panel up. Okay, so this page will load super fast because that's all that's on it, and then we click on that and up it pops, and then all the heavy lifting can be on there, and this is actually the link to the code snippet itself. Okay, so sorry, you probably didn't see the code window pop up. Sorry, that's an error in my a browsing thing, but you'll see it when you do the page yourself. Anyway, so that's what that page does. But now some of you might want to say, well, that's great, but I want to do an image. So the first thing is that let's bring in the image that we want to use. So I'm just going to drag in a brand new image. Okay, it's gone to the bottom of the list somewhere. There it is. Okay, and there it is. Now we actually we're going to cheat a little bit here, because we're just going to go to properties, and we're going to go to this thing here. Okay, and we're just going to highlight that and copy that. Control C. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm actually going to remove that image, and we're going to actually delete it, and you'll see why in a second. So now I'm just going to bring in another HTML object. I don't know, I could use the same one, but just so we've got both on the page. We're going to have that there, and then we're going to go to our HTML thing again, and we're going to go back to my code snippet again, but this time instead of the text button one, of course you can't see that, we're going to use the image one. So we're just going to copy and paste that. Okay, so just literally getting it for the document and pasting it in, and it's the same thing again, in that we need to replace the URL with the right URL. So I'm just going to go to the, to my destination page, copy and paste that URL. I'm going to paste that in, keeping the quote mark, the apostrophes. Okay, you can remember it's a full URL with HTTP in it, and done. Now because this one is an image, we also want to replace this image thing here. Now what is the image URL? Well, it's the one that I just copied when I added the button. Okay, so I'm just going to plop that in there. I'm just going to select the bit that I don't want, keeping the quote marks, paste that in. You can see it ends with the PNG at the end to show it's a graphic. It starts with HTTP, so it's a full path, and we just do that and it's done. Okay, and that's basically it. Hang on, so let me just see what I've done there. Sorry, we don't need, I should have taken that out. Don't need the on click there, sorry. I need to correct my code snippet. But in case I don't, just edit that on click out there. So it's in there. We can't see it at the moment, but it is in there. Okay, if you want to snazz it up, or whatever, you can maybe put a border around it. It's up to you. You don't have to, just to make it easier, just so we know it's there. Okay, so now I'm going to save that. I'm going to publish that. Now this may not be centered or anything. I could have put some clever code in to center it, I guess, but I didn't. And it should be there, and that would be it. Okay, so it's not for some reason, so that's a bit embarrassing on a live thing, but there we go. So I'm just going to pretend that worked for the minute, and come back to it in a second. So, but let me see if I can find out why it's not working right now. So let's just copy and paste that URL. No, that's there. Why isn't that working then? Oh, because I've done that completely stupidly. Hang on. Completely stupidly. Okay. Sorry, I will edit the code snippet. My code snippet was wrong, sorry about that. There we go. I need to stick it there. That's where it needs to be. Sorry about that. Right, so that's that. There we go, and we can even see it now. That's brilliant. Which will help no end to line it up. Okay, so that's that. So I'll correct that code snippet. So the code snippet is wrong, so now I'll put the right code snippet up, it'll be right. So we need to save it, need to publish it. See the beauty of doing things live, it goes wrong. and then we're there. So that's changed because I put the size in, so maybe I'll take the size out as well actually. So let me do that, and I'll take the I'll make sure the code snippet is without that. So it was just because I put a size in here. Okay, so let's just save that one more time. Preview it, and there we go. No, that won't. Oh, hang on. So that's probably cache again. There we go. So it was just in the browser cache. All right. So now we don't. So obviously we don't want that line now, especially now we can see it as well. So let's just take that line off. Okay. So I've made that seem a little bit harder than it needed to be because I had my code snippet wrong. But that's what happens when you don't test stuff properly before you go live. Where's my thing gone? Okay, there we go. Okay, and then that's the perfect thing. Okay, just like whatever. I mean, we could probably actually. That's probably a. in fact, no, I was going to say we could bring in the thing in, but we won't do it. Anyway, but yeah, you can see good enough by that it's centered. It's not a perfect system, but it's, you know, it's good enough. So let's just look at it one more time. There we go, and you'll notice that when I click on the button, because unfortunately you're not going to see it, but you can go to the page to see it yourself. When you click on it, the other window pops up. Okay, instead of it being you know, in a new tab or something. So it's very much definitely a thing. So I wish you could see that, but my screen grab software is not doing that, you know, live. But if you go to that's a long URL, but never mind. Hang on, let me copy and paste that in. If you go to this URL here, you can play with it yourself, or obviously you can use the code snippet and do it. Actually you'll need this because you'll need to use this to get the code snippet. So anyway, so you will have to go here. So convertron.convertri.com/convertri-popout. Okay, I'm sorry about the URL, I should have done a short URL, but I didn't. Convertron.convertri.com/convertri-popout. If I do a short URL, I'll put it below wherever this video is appearing. Now if you go there, you can click on this button here, okay, and that will actually take you to the pop-out page with the code snippet, and the code snippet's actually on there. Okay, yeah, and there we go. So that will pop up a new window because I'm using the code that I'm, you know, giving you, and yeah, and you'll get the code snippet right there. So that's it. So I don't know if it's too, I know there's a bit of a muck up because I got the code snippet wrong, but yeah, basically it's literally just, you know, drag in the HTML object, paste in the URL, paste in the code snippet that I've given you, edit the you know, your URL and your image, okay, and you know, if you hadn't worked it out, what I've done is that basically by, you know, making sure that the image was in the you know, the image library, okay, we were actually using an image which is hosted on Convertri itself, so there's no load time, you know, going to an external site. Okay, so that's why we did it that way, and all we needed to do was to get the properties to get the URL for it. So that's it. I hope that's, you know, straightforward enough. I'll just go and correct the code snippet right now, and then that'll be it. So I hope that's helpful. Talk to you then, and bye for now. Bye bye.